So with a put away template, you define the requirements that the program should consider when putting away items. So for me, this is very important because with good put away templates, you will see that your put away processes can be performed more efficiently. So let me search. So I will search for the put away templates. And you will see that in my demo company, I already have some examples, like the standard template, the variable one, which first of all shows that you can perfectly create multiple templates if your items require, for example, different put away routines. And secondly, let's create a new one. And I will call this fixed. So just the name, of course, but let's give it the name fixed because I would like to use it for items that have a fixed bin in the warehouse. So now I can start defining these requirements line by line. And typically the first line has the most strict requirements. So for example, on the first line, I would like the program to search for a fixed bin for the item, where we already have the item, in the same unit of measure, and less than the minimum quantity. Then I can go to the following line. So I still would like the program to search for a fixed bin with the same item in the same unit of measure. But in this case, I would like it to search for an empty bin. Then I will go to a third line, still a fixed bin with the same item, but then not anymore in the same unit of measure. Because what you see, of course, is that it will first search for the bin that has the requirements here on the first line. Then if it doesn't find such a bin, it will look for a bin that has the requirements of the second line, and so on. And so you see that these requirements become less and less strict, of course. So in this case, a fixed bin with the same item, but not in the same unit of measure anymore, but still an empty bin. And then you could switch, for example, to a floating bin, because if it doesn't find a fixed bin like this, there's probably no fixed bin for the item, so which means that we can start searching for a floating bin with the same item in the same unit of measure. And then we will go to a floating bin with the same item. So and then I will search for a floating bin that is empty. And the last line I would like to enter is just any floating bin. You see, so it's very important, this last line, because all the others have specific requirements. And take, for example, this one. If there is no floating bin that is empty, and the system should still find the bin, and that could just be any floating bin then. Okay, so this is an example of how to set up a put away template. And now you can assign the put away template on the location card or to items or stock keeping units.